Hello, hello everyone. I'm Suresh. I've been a part-time vlogger, a motorcycle enthusiast, a movie enthusiast. So I am located in Atlanta. So recently we happened to watch this movie called Durandhar. So it's a movie which generated like a lot of hype. So a lot of people have like an extremely strong opinion about the movie. So I heard about the movie from my friends and buddies, and I had like a lot of mixed feelings. Right, some people were celebrating the movie, and some people, especially some of the journalists, right, like journalists like Anupama Chopra, whom I really respect and really look forward to hear her opinion on movies and hear her commentaries on the art and the craft. And she's an extremely, good journalist, right? So here's my problem, right? So a lot of people put the movie down for I couldn't really understand the reason why they would have to say such, negative comments about the movie. Okay, so one of the comments that Anupama Chopra said about the movie is that the movie has extreme violence, and it's a very toxic, aggressive, masculine movie. So I don't know why people have an issue with masculinity or men or maleness. I don't know. Like for me personally, I felt that the movie was true to its genre. So that genre, I mean, that is true to the reality also, right? So the violence is a fact of life for the story that they are telling. So if you ask me, yes, it is the protagonist. He goes to he is an undercover spy, and he goes to infiltrate into the street gangs of Pakistan, and somehow the Pakistani intelligence agency has assimilated these street gangs into their warfare, right? And Indian spy goes and infiltrates into their street gangs, which is kind of like they've weaponized. The army has weaponized the street gangs, right? Obviously, you do have that aspect of violence and extreme masculinity, which has to be portrayed to stay true to the story that the movie is telling, right? So, I mean, my problem is I didn't feel that it was an over glorification of masculinity the way a movie like Animal was portraying, right? So, but I have no idea why this kind of stuck out as something that people complain about, this over aggressiveness and over masculinity. That was I never saw that in the movie, even if it is there, the over masculine and aggressive aspect of that movie is there. I felt it was like a very true portrayal of the reality that is happening on the streets. And my problem is, so whenever they make a movie about something, about a family movie, which is a female centric movie, how do you feel when you say this is a over what over docile, or I don't know how to characterize it, right? So toxic femininity or something. I don't know how. I have not seen anybody actually criticize any movie for having like over femininity, feminize or femaleness in a movie, right? So I have no idea why people have this revulsion towards showing some aggressive masculinity in a movie. I mean, it's not a very I wouldn't say the movie shows bravado or aggressiveness of a man, or something, or warfare or something, right? So it's part and parcel of a street gang to be extremely animalistic in their behavior. There is no moral code which the any street gang would follow. It's basically they're as good or as bad as animals, reduced to the most basic carnal survival instinct that people might show when they come across such a circumstance. And for me, Durandhar was an absolutely beautiful movie. The world building that the movie has, especially in terms of the way they have shown Pakistan, you feel as if you're transported to Pakistan, right? So the way they show the streets of Pakistan, the way they even right from the starting where they show a bus station in Pakistan, they have built a world building is absolutely brilliant. So I mean, like, a lot of people may not agree with the politics. I don't know what politics it's trying to peddle. So it is, if you ask me, it is but a reflection of what's happening around us. So even with respect to the latest, it shows things as is. So I wouldn't like to say something very controversial or something. So I genuinely felt the movie was not controversial for the sake of controversial. And the other comments that a lot of people have some issue is to mix the real footages of some attacks. For me, it's a nice technique. It adds a lot of interesting things. So it made the whole thing really interesting. So it's a very common narrative technique, right? If you look at things like Narcos has it shows a mix of the real event, real personalities with the fictionalized version of what Narcos is trying to tell, right? So at the end of the day, it is a movie. It's not a documentary. You should not compare it with the documentary, but you do have artistic liberty to kind of imagine certain things to make it more appealing and interesting to a larger audience. So I'm not saying it's the most perfect movie, but all I say is that I saw the movie and it says the running time is around 3 hours and 34 minutes. I didn't even go for a break, and trust me, I never felt at any single moment that the movie was a little slow or dragging. So it's an absolutely beautiful, brilliant movie. One standout performance was definitely Akshay Khanna. Wow, he is such a joy to watch, that Akshay Khanna. So it's not only this movie. Given a space, he will make that character so interesting. The way he walks, the way he looks, his expression has all rendered such endearing charm and aura. You at the end of the movie, you can't help but being like one of the thousands of people in Layari who are a big fan of Rahman Daket or Rahman Balochi, which Akshay Khanna plays. Awesome. So see you guys. Awesome movie. Make it a point to watch it in theater. It's got like an amazing sound and sound engineering. You gotta watch it in theater, guys.